What is going on YouTube? Astria Truth Exposed. How you guys doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about my personal belief about heaven, my take on heaven. First, let's start with dying. As far as dying, I believe the transition process is automatic. It's the same process as falling asleep and drifting off into a dream. We lay down every single night, but we never remember the transition. We never remember going from being tired to entering the dream world. You just go from one to the other automatically. Now, I believe the soul is removed from the person before the suffering is inflicted. So say you're shot and your body is able to determine it is a fatal wound. I believe your soul will exit your body in that moment. Now, think about a chicken when its head is cut off. It can run around, look like it's alive, but it's not. A human body can jerk and twitch, roll and groan, and not be alive. The Creator knows the very millisecond that you will be removed from this earth. I believe Him and the angels will be there to welcome you. Now let's think about religion, right? There's so many different religions. My take on this, and I could be completely wrong, they are all the same thing. They all serve the same purpose in different ways. All of the books are altered. All of the books are changed. I don't care what you say. It goes back to sun worship, and it's altered to make you look stupid because it has stuff in there like God spelled backwards is dog, the devil spelled backwards is lived. There's so much stuff in there that is hints at Freemasonry, right? But all of them serve the same purpose of you're praising the God, you're living righteous, you're not hurting people, you're living the life God would want you to live. So if you're Muslim, you go to heaven. You're Christian, you go to heaven. You're Catholic, you go to heaven. As long as you have more positive deeds than negative, and as long as you have not murdered anyone, you have not raped, you have not done anything that is unforgivable. That's just my take on it. You can say whatever you want about it being wrong, being right. That's my opinion. Next, let's talk about after you die, where you go immediately following that. I call this place the lobby. It's an all-white room, and it's like the lobby or the waiting room. This is the place where your life flashes in front of you. This is your judgment. Your good deeds and your bad deeds are revealed. This is where this playback, that 7 seconds, is where you will relive every ounce of happiness that you gave out and received. You will feel every ounce of anger, pain, emotion that you put into the world and to other people. This is why they describe it as heaven and hell. If you did a lot of good things and made a lot of people happy, you will reciprocate that in this flashback, in this judgment. You will feel all the happiness that you gave to other people. Now, if you was hurting all kinds of people while you was on earth, you're going to have to relive that. And that's where karma comes in its true form. The people out here that murder people, when they die, they will have to feel what they did to another person. So if they tortured another person, when they die, they will feel the pain that that person felt while being tortured. This is where you feel the emotion of what you dished out and what you inflicted or received. The memories playing is judgment based on your deeds and your heart will determine your placement. Okay? Next, let's talk about the field. Everyone always mentions the wide open field that they're flying over top of. It's plants, trees, flowers, nature. This is most likely the Garden of Eden, the place that Adam and Eve was before being cast into their human forms on earth. This is the middle ground between the lobby and heaven. Your soul will float and glide beautifully over this field that leads to paradise, the gates of heaven. Next, the dwelling area where we will spend most of our time. Each soul is rewarded a beautiful home. In this home, they will spend the remainder of their existence with God, with your loved ones. Your house will be beautiful, full of love and life and the things that you love and cherish. Your loved ones will be there, the ones that have passed away. And there will be rooms inside of the house for those who are yet to arrive. Beautiful gardens, large open yards surrounding the houses. It is everything that earth could be and should be and more. It is life without death, life without want, life without need, life with God, the warmest love. Now, in heaven there is a school. So inside heaven exists a large school, endless in size and beautiful, the best architecture you could ever see. This is led by God's most devoted angels. Here, talents are acquired and personalities formed. The people who are born with natural God-given gifts, these are where they learn it from. This school contains a library of life, a history of each soul outlined in the library along with history of the universe. This library is referred to as by the humans as the Akashic Records. Next, sorry about that vibrating. Next is God's throne. At the top of heaven is God in his dwelling place. He can see the entire universe from his throne of light. There's a mirror-like pool that sits at his feet. His throne is above the universe. When he looks down at this pool of water, he sees space. Above earth, he sees everything. Each soul enters Earth and the surrounding planets through this pool to be born. Each soul rejoices with God upon arrival in heaven and before incarnation. What does heaven look like? Heaven is full of colors and life not perceivable by the human eye. With the human eye, our retina, the only way we can see things is light bounces off of our retina. We see 2% of what Earth actually is. Heaven is a marvelous painting. Like they may just think about a painting that everyone can look at. It appears the same, but everyone can see different pictures in it. Different perspectives yield different results, meaning you can coexist with other souls in heaven who see it differently than you. This is just my thoughts on heaven and what it could possibly be or possibly look like. Do not take this for word. Do not take this as a religious text. This is a personal belief. Thank you for watching.